Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm participating in bottom tier collectors comic book challenge to do with mental health. Honestly, mental health is just as important as physical health. If you break your arm, you go to the doctor, right? It's the same for your mind. We all go through stuff, whether it's stress, anxiety, feeling down. It's totally normal to need a little help sometimes. So let's see what comics I picked. So here's the deal with Robin. Imagine losing your family, fighting crime with a guy like Batman, and trying to figure out who you are while dealing with all that. First up, Dick Grayson. He's the OG Robin. His parents die right in front of him. Like, yikes. And then Batman swoops in and basically makes him his mini-me. He's always trying to be his own guy, but it's hard when everyone's like, you're just Batman's sidekick. So yeah, identity crisis much? Jason Todd. Oh man, Jason's story's rough. He's this street kid who already had a tough life, and then he gets killed, then he comes back to life and goes full anti-hero because he's mad that Batman didn't avenge him. Honestly, he's got so much rage, he could start a metal band. Tim Drake, he's the nerdy one, but that just means he stresses out 24/7. He's like, I have to be the perfect Robin or I'm useless. Poor dude can't catch a break. And being Robin totally wrecks his social life. Damian Wayne, this kid's a whole vibe. He's Batman's actual son and was raised by assassins, so he's like a mini ninja with a serious attitude. All the Robins are dealing with trauma, identity issues, and just trying to live up to Batman's insane expectations. Like, imagine having the coolest yet emotionally unavailable dad fighting crime every night. Anyone would need therapy after that. Next comic that I feel like has mental health issues is She-Hulk. First, getting the Hulk powers in the first place was a huge shock. She didn't ask for it. She got shot, blood transfused from her cousin Bruce, aka Hulk. So that's gotta mess with your head, right? She goes from just being a regular lawyer to someone who can literally smash anything, and it's a total identity crisis. Imagine waking up one day and being like, oh hey, I'm a literal superhero, but also, what does that mean for me as a person? Then there's the whole being confident but also dealing with deep insecurities thing. Like when she's She-Hulk, she's super confident, strong, and unstoppable. But when she's Jennifer Walters, she's dealing with self-doubt. She's questioning if anyone likes her for who she is, or just because of her Hulk side. Oh, and she also deals with anger issues, but not the same way as Bruce. For her, it's more about managing the feeling of being out of control when she changes into She-Hulk. It's like trying to hold on to your chill while everything inside you is screaming to just let loose and wreck stuff. It's gotta be exhausting to keep that balance. Okay, let's get into Poison Ivy's story because she's got some serious mental health issues going on. She's like a villain, but when you think about her backstory, it's kind of heartbreaking. First of all, her origin story is straight up trauma central. She was this brilliant scientist named Pamela Isley who just wanted to study plants and do her thing. Then this creepy dude, her professor or boss, depending on the version, totally betrays her, experiments on her, and basically turns her into Poison Ivy. Imagine someone you trust turning on you, making you into a science experiment. That's gonna leave some scars. So a lot of her issues come from major trust problems and feeling betrayed by humans in general. Then there's her obsession with plants. Okay, she's literally part plant now, so it's not that weird. But she's taken it to this extreme level where she loves plants more than people. Honestly, you can't even blame her because people have treated her like garbage her whole life. But at the same time, it's like she's built this wall and refuses to connect with anyone except her plants and maybe Harley Quinn. So yeah, Poison Ivy is dealing with betrayal, anger, loneliness, and straight up trust issues. She's trying to save the world, but she's also super broken inside, and instead of getting help, she's like, I'll just take over the planet instead. My next comic book character with mental health issues is Punchline. First off, she's obsessed with Joker, and I don't mean in a, oh, he's funny way. She straight up worships him. Like, girl went from being a regular college student to becoming his partner in crime because she got way too into his whole chaos is cool vibe. And then there's the lack of empathy thing. Punchline just doesn't hurt people. She enjoys it. She's got this super calculated way of being evil, and it's like she doesn't even care about the damage she's doing. She also has some major identity issues, like she's constantly trying to prove that she's not another Harley Quinn. She's darker, she's meaner, and way more brutal. But you can tell she's got this need to be noticed. It's like, hey Joker, look at me. I'm better than everyone else. She's basically trying to be the ultimate bad girl. So yeah, Punchline's mental health is a mess. She's got obsession issues, empathy, a desperate need for validation, and probably a deep fear of being ignored. She's basically the toxic girl in school who's dangerous and manipulative. But instead of drama, she's out here committing crimes. Total train wreck. But you can't look away. How about Archie from Archie Comics? His whole thing with Betty and Veronica is like the OG love triangle. First, Betty. She's literally the sweetest, most supportive person ever. Like, she's always there for Archie, doing cute stuff to make him happy. And she probably walked through fire for this dude. And what does he do? Half the time he takes her for granted. Betty's the safe choice. And while Archie obviously cares about her, he's always looking over his shoulder for someone flashier. It's like he knows she'll always be there, so he doesn't put in the effort that he should. Then there's Veronica. She's rich, glamorous, kind of high maintenance, and keeps Archie on his toes. She's exciting and challenging, which clearly appeals to him. But let's be real, half the time she's using him as a plaything. She'll throw him attention when it's convenient, but also loves to have the upper hand. Archie is totally into the chase with her, but once he catches her, things get rocky because they're honestly kind of toxic together. The problem is Archie can't make up his mind. One day he's all about Betty, the next day he's all about Veronica. But Archie's biggest mental block is his fear of missing out. He wants the best of both worlds. Betty's kindness and stability, and Veronica's excitement and drama. So yeah, Archie needs to figure out exactly what he wants and stop playing games, because Betty and Veronica deserve way better than this wishy-washy nonsense. I want to thank Bottom Tier Collector for bringing up this challenge of mental health issues. You know, there's no shame in acknowledging when you're struggling. In fact, it's a sign of strength and self-awareness. Taking care of your mind might involve talking to a trusted friend, seeking professional help, practicing mindfulness, or even making small changes in your daily routine to nurture yourself. Everyone's journey is different, but the key is understanding that it's okay not to be okay, and help's always available. You've got this. for a cool Star Wars comic book challenge, click on the next video.